It might be 10 p.m. Do you know where your action figures are? Real quick, I just wanted to say thank you to everybody that showed up to my first live. Over 300 people showed up for more than 2 hours, and it was a good ass time. It was fun as shit. And then shout out to everybody that became a channel member and was in the private live. That shit was even more fun and more laid back and more chill. So shout out to everybody that made it to both, man. Once again, shout out to my Ninja Clan members that joined the channel. Real recognize real. Link in the description if you want to join and get access to private live streams and tons of private videos and private content. Or just to connect and talk and join the articulated clan that is quickly growing. What's good, everybody? Articulated Ninja here, and let's go over some of the most recent 6 to 7 inch scale action figure news, for the most part from like the last week or so. Of course, we on the Find My Figures Instagram page. This is my girl's Instagram page. She runs it with her girlfriend.
How can I be homophobic?
Yeah, so we got Fish Studios. This horse looks ridiculous, man. And when I say ridiculous, I mean in all the good types of ways.
Yeah, boy.
Look at the sculpting. You can see the fur lines and everything. Like, this looks beautiful. I'm very interested to see the price because the wolf and the boar weren't cheap, but they were both bigger figures with a lot of plastic, right? They weren't cheap. But this thing looks like possibly the best 1/12 scale, because yes, this is a 1/12 scale horse. Possibly the best 1/12 scale horse we're ever gonna have.
He ain't lying.
This looks better than Mythic Legions. This looks better than the McFarlane horse. This looks better than almost anything I've ever seen as far as like horses and those types of mounts are concerned. And just the hair alone in general, like, that's pretty crazy. And I mean, I'm assuming the hair has that rigid type of texture to it, because right here they have it posed like this, but then in another shot they have it down. So I'm sure you could just brush it and it'll just stay up however you want it to. But man, the detail on this horse looks amazing. I think the only disappointing thing is I wish it would have had a hinge in the mouth instead of the mouth having to permanently be open. Not that I've seen any company do that. No company has done it so far, whether it's Mythic Legions or McFarlane, and I haven't seen a company do that, at least modern. I don't know about 5-10 years ago, I'm sure. And it's made to partner up with these figures, and those figures are these types of Dynasty Warrior inspired figures. That I play Dynasty Warriors. I grew up playing Dynasty Warriors, so that's exactly what this looks like to me. But these are 1/12 scale figures. What used to be D20 Studios, now Fishtoys. I'm interested to see what this is gonna look like once the final price is out there, once the paint apps are finalized, and you know, we get to finally see the final promotion shots of these figures with that damn horse. It's probably gonna look pretty nice. Also a part of D20 Studios. This looks beautiful, man. I spoke on this before, but here we do have some updated pics, and these are Mythic Legions. So that's how big a Mythic Legion is on top of this bird. Not to mention, look how nice the articulation is in the wings. The articulation is on the bird. It looks beautiful. And right here in the background, you guys can see you have a pair of gripping hands that I guess you could plug in as well. And that, look at the size of this thing, man. Like, this thing looks so beautiful to me personally. You have a painted one back there with another Mythic Legions on it. This just looks gorgeous. I'm pretty sure that's a custom head or something, but that is a Mythic Legions body. So you guys get a size reference basically if you want to throw a Mythic Legions on top. Look how tiny it looks compared to this mount. This is probably going to be one of my most favorite mounts in my collection. I don't want to spend the money, but I feel like I have to.
I want you, and I'm gonna have you.
Also, sticking with the third-party stuff, we do have Star Arc Toys, and this is interesting to me because this looks like something straight out of the Cyberpunk franchise. I love the Netflix series, the Netflix anime, if you want to call it. I love that. So that's exactly what this looks like to me. So that looks really nice. Same with her here. We all know who this is supposed to be. Now, I'm not sure if these are officially licensed products from Cyberpunk. I doubt it. But if they are, hey, that's great. If they're not, hey, that's great. I'm just happy that we're getting figures like this. And this damn Cthulhu, I'm very interested to see how big this thing is actually going to be. More information to be announced, but there are pre-orders up on the VCS toy box. But man, these type of Cyberpunk Edge Runner figures, these look nice, man. I can't wait to see more shots of them and, you know, height and scale comparisons. But like I said, pre-orders are up on VCS toy box for those. They are expensive figures, and Cthulhu being $240 damn dollars. He's only 11 inches, so it's like, how detailed and crazy is this thing gonna be? These prices are crazy, man. I try not to compare apples to oranges and watermelons to refrigerators. I try not to do that shit. But with the prices of some of these figures, man, it's like, wow, these are real collectibles. Like it has to, it's like an articulated statue. Nobody complains about statue prices because they're like, hey, you know, it's a piece of art. That's basically where we're blurring the lines into with figures nowadays, because these are works of art. They're articulated works of art, literally. Like, so it's like, man, at the same time I get the price, I can't say that I'm a fan of it at all. And sticking with third-party stuff or imports, Max Factory, which is a very commonly well-known brand, Figma, Max Factory, you know, whatever you want to call it, they have a 1/12 scale tank. Now the MSRP on this thing is $400.
What?
I can't find a good representation of the scale with, let's say, a Marvel Legends or a Classified or an Action Force figure, but I'm interested to see, once people start to get these in hand, what the scale of this tank is actually going to be. Because $400, you're talking about, that's a HasLab price, that's crowdfunding. I know Figma and Max Factory, they usually run kind of small, so I'm picturing like little anime characters with this thing. How big or how tiny would those characters be next to this tank? I just want something for scale comparison, but otherwise it looks really good. It looks really good, especially for customizing, because it's basically just a bling buck. You know, you have the smoke gray right here, and then you have the tan, and then you have treads. So I'm like, it looks really good and really nice. I'm assuming this is to show that the treads actually, they work as treads. But I'm interested to see, man. For that price, man, I hope this thing is very, very sizable. And when I say very sizable, I mean like in comparison to like the His tank sizable. I hope so. I doubt it. It's an import company. Everything import wise is expensive, but this is like a plastic model kit, and that's another thing. It says ready to assemble. I would not want to have to put something like this together. That's not fun for me personally, and it's not really my thing. But if this thing comes basically assembled and we don't have to do much effort or put much effort into assembling it, that would be great. But I'm interested on the size. The Playmax Tiger 1 Germany Heavy Tank for $400 USD. ETA is March of 2024. Once the Find My Figure ladies are able to find some better pictures, maybe that show off the scale a bit more, they will be posted here. So stay tuned, more to be announced. And also sticking with the third party stuff, we have the Pocket Art series. They recently brought us a female shinobi, and now we get this exorcism shrine. I was gonna say I'm sure I butchered that name, Tsubaki or Tsubaki, however it's said. It doesn't matter to me because I actually like the way this figure looks, and I'm interested to have this in my collection. Pre-orders are currently available on Big Bad Toy Store. The MSRP is $104.99. ETA is Q1 of 2024. And quick update, I know I said it's on Big Bad Toy Store for that price of basically $100. It is also now listed on 5ktoys for just $59.99. So that is a huge difference, as you guys can see here. Big Bad is $100, 5K has it for $60. I would definitely say go with 5K, but if you don't want to go with 5K and you want to use a bigger, more reputable brand, of course Big Bad has it, but you're gonna have to pay more for it on Big Bad. But overall, this figure does look amazing, and I just placed my pre-order through 5ktoys.com. But I love all these figures. Look at this face she comes with. Like, this is wild. It does look like there's a full body sculpt underneath this as well too, so the base body is probably going to be usable for customizers and things like that. So that's pretty cool. Also sticking with the third party for now, we do have Buzzmod, the Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann Yoko Littner.
Oh Lord.
Probably butchered that shit too, but it's okay because I actually like this one. Previously we had these images which were basically just prototype looking images, but to finally see her all colored up, I think that looks really, really nice. Buzzmod always kind of varies in size. They can do bigger figures, but a lot of the times they do smaller figures, so I'm interested to see. We do have some type of size comparison. I don't have this figure. Doesn't look like a really big figure to me, but I don't have this guy. She is super curvaceous though, like, and that's pretty nice. I love when companies don't shy away from giving us a very womanly proportions, I should say, because so many companies are so worried about things being, you know, looking appropriate on the shelves, and it's like, come on man, these are adult collectibles, they're for adults. Stop worrying so much, give the people what they want. And if this is screen accurate, that's pretty amazing that they focus on it being screen accurate. And then also this was displayed at the Shanghai Wonder Festival. This is the Gong Studios Superman / Shazam reveal, and I believe that this is actually a licensed product, which is pretty cool. But damn, looking at the detail here, this may be one of the best older looking Superman figures, especially if you do like cloth goods. This may be the best older Kingdom Come type of style looking Superman that I've ever seen. I mean, look at these face sculpts. That thing looks gritty down there, and the hands, you can see like the aging in the hands and the wrinkles in the hands as well. This Superman looks badass, man. Cannot wait to see more shots of that. This is Shazam, I believe, and he looks pretty cool as well. So cannot wait to see more shots of him painted up, because this Superman looks really nice. We do have the InArt Collectibles 1/12 scale Batman displayed at the Shanghai Wonder Festival as well. And sheesh, man. Like I said, when I say that these are like articulated statues, we're getting to the point where it's like Hot Toys level now in a 1/12 scale sized figure. Because if I just would have seen this photo from afar or something, this looks comparable to a Hot Toys figure. This detail is insane, man. But this is where we're at nowadays. Looks like one of the best Christian Bale face sculpts that I've ever seen. Whether it's on a Hot Toys or a 1/12 scale figure, this one looks like the best. And sticking with the third party stuff, we have slowly been getting a rollout of more and more reveals and possibilities with the Ramen Toys Musk Man. And I gotta say, I was on a live stream with Ace from Ramen Toys on the 3POA, and I thought this thing looked nice, but when he started to actually show everything that it will come with, I was like, holy shit, this is really good.
Yeah, boy.
Like, and I'm not trying to sell you guys on shit. I don't care if you get one. I don't care if you don't. But I'm just saying, for me, I really wasn't excited about this thing until I got to see him show it off on stream. And I was like, wow, for everything that we're basically getting here, this thing is it's going to be pretty nice. I mean, the original base price will be $160 before shipping, and then about $200 with shipping. But right here, it says that there will be 2 other purchase offers, one that will include just the base and the sewer level without the street level for less than $200 shipped. Then the other offering will be, if you buy 2 of these things, you can get them for less than $400 shipped, and both sides, well, basically both rooms will look different. They'll have different accessories and different pieces. So I think that is amazing, man. Like I didn't plan to spend $400 on this thing, and it's looking like that I might have to. Yes, because this thing is looking better and better every time he shows this thing off. And just keeping up with Ramen Toys, and he showed off his top, middle, and bottom to what is supposed to be a van. I mean, to me, this just looks like a van, and it can be used for multiple things, whether it's a Ninja Turtle van, a Punisher van. That's the size of a 6-inch figure inside of it. So as you guys can see, this thing looks pretty sizable. So I'm interested to see what this will look like finalized. Obviously, clearly, he's starting to lean more towards vehicles and dioramas now, which is pretty cool. But more information on this thing to be announced, and he's hoping that, I believe he said that he would like for the final price of this van to be less than $150, and that would be awesome. Like, leave out a lot of the bells and whistles and just get us some really nice cheap vehicles that people can use as they see fit in their own collections. And it says that the vehicle is more than 18 inches long, and the back doors do open and close. I don't know, man. This thing has potential. I'm interested to see more, like an actual prototype, and we'll have it in no time because this guy works pretty damn fast. Valaverse did show off basically how the head packs are going to look, and I gotta say, this looks awesome. Like, if I saw this on a shelf in any store, I don't care whether it's at Action Force, Joe Squad, or whatever, Soldier. I don't care what the shit said. Troopers. I would definitely pick this up for my 6-inch scale figures, because this is just badass, man. These are the types of accessory sets that we 100% need with all of our military figures. This is really nice. I'm happy that he's actually putting out gear sets like this. His line is like the best when it comes to troop builders and army builders. So a set like this only goes perfectly, but not to mention even the display of this is really nice with the colors matching, and you know, one on the top, one on the bottom. This is just all really cool to me. Can't wait to pick up a few of these sets. And speaking of Valaverse, he did tease that the Vanguard will come with a unique figure, a unique driver figure. But since the Vanguard is coming in 2 colors, there's obviously 2 different colored drivers. And it's looking like the 2 colors are gonna be tan and black and green. So this kind of showed what colors we're gonna be getting with the Vanguard. I'm hoping that later down the line we get more colors, but the black and green, this looks badass. Not to mention, I know he said that it's a driver, but I clearly see a face mask right here. Look at this. Oh yeah, this makes it official. So this one is kind of zoomed in. I did all that talking all that shit on this photo, but then when I go back to this one, yeah, this makes it official. We can see, yeah, we're getting a nice mask with this, and this kind of looks like a heavy plated mask. It's not even just like a bottom part, like a mouthpiece. This looks like a full helmet type of mask. So yeah, this is gonna be pretty cool. I cannot wait to see how those figures actually look, because I have no idea. Since New York Comic Con started on Thursday, one of the first photos that I've seen floating around in general was of this Vegeta, and it's another Vegeta. Like, it's hard for me to get hype about another Vegeta or another Goku. It's like, guys, there are tons of other Dragon Ball Z characters to get to. You guys don't need to keep milking Vegeta and Goku.
That's not ridiculous. That's not ridiculous to say that.
Like, it reminds me of McFarlane with Batman. It's like, I'm over it. It's not that the figure looks bad. It doesn't look bad at all, but I mean, it's another Vegeta. Nothing to be excited about, but this looked really, really nice. Here's a good example. Here, it's another Goku, right? But this rendition of Goku, and it's totally different from all of its predecessors. This is the way to do it. And I'm not even a big GT fan, but these figures look amazing. The paint apps, the sculpting, the detail. This shot's kind of blurry, but they did have it on display at New York Comic Con, also at the SH Figure Arts booth, and I thought it looked pretty cool. This Obi-Wan Kenobi, and this is all like the samurai stylized figures. So you see Darth Vader and the troopers in the back, but these look really nice to me, man. I can't wait to be able to see them in person. Look at Darth Vader's lightsaber right here, like that smoke fire effect. That is awesome. Yeah, these look really, really cool, and articulation on them looks really nice as well. Also, Figure Arts showed off their Automata 2B and 9S on display. I don't know nothing about these characters, but I thought that their designs looked pretty cool. Like, these are pretty unique looking designs and characters, and low-key, I really like these little robots that they come with. Like, this is really nice. I would like to have one of these robots, let's say, even with a domestic line, like G.I. Joe, my Firefly, to have one of these little floating robots with him or something. That would be pretty cool. We did get some first look images at the Tunnel Rat, but the Night Force version of Tunnel Rat, and I think he looks pretty cool. I'm still waiting to get just my standard Tunnel Rat, because as we know, distribution on classified is every place gets it besides America first.
He ain't lying.
This doesn't look bad. I like this. I love when figures are blacked out, so this is gonna look cool to me too. And we also have the Night Force version of Wolf Spider. I don't even have the original, once again, because the distribution on this line is just, it's not easily as obtainable as I would like it to be. But this looks pretty cool. Same logic applies here. I like any figure that's blacked out like this. So this looks pretty cool. Storm Collectibles did show off some shots of their King of Fighters, the Ultimate Ryu Sakazaki. I probably said that shit horribly wrong too as well, but this guy actually looks pretty cool. I say it all the time. I wish Storm Collectibles would just scale a tiny bit smaller to fit in with some other domestic lines, but they're an import company. I understand why they wouldn't prioritize that, but I just wish that they did fit in with more like Action Force or Marvel Legends, or, you know, just that type of scale. But these figures do look really cool. And I was pretty excited because you guys know I love my animals, my dinosaurs, my thickies, and my zombies. But the Hammond collection, which can be used with 6-inch figures as well. The Amber collection was literally a 6-inch line. That was perfect. But the Hammond collection did show off this newer figure, and I thought that this guy looks pretty great. Definitely a pickup for me without a doubt. It's nice that they're still releasing figures a part of the Hammond collection, and I wish the Amber collection will come back. But I'm still happy to be getting some type of really nicely sculpted and articulated dinosaurs from Jurassic Park. Also, Loose Collector did show off their Crypt Monster hide, but the Big Bad Toy Store exclusive variant. The pre-orders are currently up on Big Bad Toy Store. It is $104.99, and this guy is huge and bulky. I actually like this color variation 10 times more than the original. And here, because of those big feet, like, it's not like he's wearing heels, so you have to worry about any of that stuff. It's cool that he does come with these little glow-in-the-dark demon babies, or whatever they are. That's pretty cool, but I really like this paint variation. As I said, this is the Big Bad Toy Store exclusive, and pre-orders are currently up on Big Bad Toy Store. Damn, this guy is huge, right? That's what she said.
Naughty, naughty.
And Mezco did show off their King Conan figure. I can't say it enough when it comes to Mezco. Like, this is beautiful to me because I don't really like their cloth figures like that, and there's not a lot of cloth here. So this is one that I think that I would definitely wind up picking up. There's so many uses you could do with it, and look at stuff like this. Like, this will look nice on a Red Sonja figure. Like, there's so when it comes to accessories, nobody really does them like Mezco, man. Like, look at everything that you get here. Look at all these accessories. This is pretty nice, man. Currently available. Pre-orders are currently available, and the MSRP is $100. The ETA is May or July of 2024, but you know, that changes because this is Mezco. I forgot about this when I spoke about the SH Figure Art stuff, but they did release this Desire Grand Prix entry race set. The MSRP is $65, but I gotta say, to be honest, guys, I really do like these helmets. Like, I like them a lot. This looks like a dog. We have an owl. We have another variation of an owl, a panda, a ram. Like, I don't know, something about these helmets that I really like, especially this one. Like I said, I don't know nothing about this. I just like to appreciate good looking action figures. But I think that this is pretty cool. If this is what it is, if it's $65 for these head sculpts and these pieces, I think that that's a pretty good deal, because I mean, you buy a nicely painted head sculpt off of eBay from, you know, out the country or a third party set or line, or, yeah, they're gonna run you about $30 for some head.
Wait a minute.
We got a ton of McFarlane stuff. The Patina edition. This is a gold label exclusive, and the MSRP is $29.99. I remember, based on the builder figure, this is a pretty damn sizable figure. Unless they downscaled it, which I don't think that they did. This is a pretty sizable figure, man. So if it is the same size as the blue builder figure that they released not too long ago, this Merciless Batman would be pretty nice to add to the collection. They also showed off their gold label, limited to 1,500 pieces, the Batman and Spawn. It says that it comes with an autographed card. Yeah, that's pretty cool. This is definitely one of the best looking Spawns that we've gotten released so far. This kind of reminds me of the Throne Spawn, just with the full cape. And that Throne Spawn is the best one to me. I love the sword that he comes with here. Not really too much of a fan of the Batman, but overall, it looks like a good set if this is something that you're interested in or something that you've been waiting for. The MSRP is $80, so basically $40 a figure with accessories, and I believe, yeah, a ground effect piece as like a little diorama base. But of course, it really wouldn't be McFarlane if there was only one McFarlane figure to talk about, and we do have the Black Manta, but the line art edition. And actually, I'm not really a fan of these, you know, the artistic colored variants and versions, but I think that this looks pretty cool. Like, this doesn't look that bad. So this is a gold label, and it is $24.99. ETA is November, so literally this should be showing up in people's hands any day now, because, you know, shit tends to drop earlier than it should. Also, we got a look at some of these other figures. The Wave Rider, who is just like packed with accessories. I love the paint apps and stuff like that on this figure. This looks pretty nice. I know nothing about the character though, but it looks like a cool action figure. And then we have Midnighter, which is, I think that this is awesome. I do like this character, so I think that it's pretty cool that we're actually getting a Midnighter so soon in the DC Multiverse line. That's pretty cool. And then this outfit, man, I'm sure a lot of people are going to want this outfit, and it does come with a decent amount of accessories and a decent amount of hands as well. So I'm definitely excited. I think if I see this outfit in person, I'll probably pick him up. Marvel Select, they did show off their Archangel and their Captain America, and a lot of these figures look really nice, like the Crimson Dynamo. This Captain America looks awesome with all these damn accessories. That looks pretty cool. And this Archangel looks really nice, like the sculpting, the detail on it, and it looks like they're starting to try to step up their articulation, because look at this, basically double hinged elbows, double hinged knees. We have ankle articulation, double ball peg neck. Like, they look like they're trying to step it up, so I'm interested to see what that figure is going to look like in person. This is one of the coolest accessories for Captain America though. The fact that he has this strap piece right here that I'm assuming his shield just pegs into, that is pretty nice, and it looks like it's removable as well. Well guys, Saturday of New York Comic Con is known to be the biggest day of the convention, and Saturday came and went and they did not reveal anything for this Giant Man. So sadly to say, I think right now they only need like 4,000 more backers, which hopefully they get, because I want the people that want this figure to actually get it. I don't think it's a bad looking figure at all, but it seems like with them, they rely on extremes, and in their mind, it's like they either throw in a bunch of figures and shoot up the price, or they throw in nothing at all, basically just some white antennas, and we're supposed to be excited about that. Like, find a middle ground. It's not that hard. It doesn't have to be either you throw in a bunch of stuff that people waited for and block it behind HasLab, or you throw in nothing at all. I'm sure there's a middle ground that can be easily met. Or they could have at least revealed some of the figures that will be coming out later down the line that can go perfect with this figure, like a wave to complement this figure, but they didn't do that either. And like I always say guys, that's mainly the stuff that I was interested in. Head over to Instagram on the Find My Figures page and you can see everything that those two beautiful women post, because I'm not interested in everything that they post, so I just talk about the stuff that catches my eye here. And when we can, I do find a cosplay weather girl of the week, and this week's cosplay weather girl award goes to Amanda Nicole, and it's mainly for this Jean Grey. This Jean Grey body art goes crazy, but the funniest thing is this short little reel or video that I found that is just absolutely hilarious. Shout out to the person that made this.
Y'all out here making fun of me, making a meme out of this? You see now why I miss her so much?
And thank you guys for tuning in to another weekly episode of Articulated Ninjas Action Figure News. It might be 10 p.m. Do you know where your action figures are? G.I. Joe, classified, Marvel Legends on my mind, Valaverse and NECA time, Mythic Legions I must find, SH Figure Arts I can't lie, Rebel Tech got my pockets dry, said action figures for life, Articulated Ninja is nausea, you might wanna subscribe, action